Did you see any specific differences between how this was done in, well, East from Iron Curtain in the former Soviet bloc and the so-called West, what is now called the former West? The art circulation, the communication, the way people spoke about art, and the way they related to each other in art world context.
Of course, there were some political borders, and because of the ideological reasons, the understanding of different aspects of so-called reality were different, but somehow what I experienced through net communication and exchange, we were speaking the same language and we understood each other, even if some artists from South America, for example, were very strongly involved in Marxist movement, fighting against the dictatorship in Brazil or Argentina or whatsoever. Marxism was a very peculiar ideology in Poland. Most people were very much against it because of the ideological dictatorship in Eastern Europe. But somehow, even if I wasn't a Marxist, I've been reading Marx, and if Angelo de Aquino or somebody else from South America spoke in Marxist terminology, I understood him or her, and we could talk about art, and we could understand each other, and we could understand even the differences in our attitudes towards the ideology. It was clear because of the geographical definition, which somehow created the borderline in between understanding of what good in Poland means and good in Argentina or Brazil mean.
So you're saying that the Marxist philosophy created a common language to communicate with artists, specifically in Latin America?
No, it was just an example. I think
yeah.
with somebody else I was exchanging ideas about analytical philosophy, for example, with some artists from Britain. And it was, again, a very common language and useful language to talk about art. With their tradition of British analytical philosophy and my tradition of Polish analytical philosophy with Tarski, Łukasiewicz, Ajdukiewicz, and so on. So that is why the reading of Wittgenstein for me was a pleasure, because I understood the principles.
And has any of this changed after the political transformation of 1989?
A bit, yes. I am becoming Marxist. Almost. I mean, I understand much better now why those artists from behind the Iron Curtain were talking in the language which we somehow connected to the Marxists language. Because I understand now much better the economical implication of market economy, for example, and free market economy, and how much it changes our perception of the world, and how much it limits ourselves